Have been, yeah. Alright. 25th of November. And as you can see from the start, really cold. Really cold. Sun's coming out now, starting to break out. No strength in the sun at all yet, though you can still see all the frost on the filter house roof, which is where it is. But the reason I'm up here at the filter house today, there's some jobs I want to get ticked off. Not like I've got nothing to do. And the jobs I want to try and get done today, I've bought some bits of timber. This is a 19mm thick, around about an inch long. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to plank it on the end of the filter house roof. Because you know, there ain't enough overhang on the roof here. I've just took all the guttering off, peeled the liner back. I'm going to plonk a piece of timber on the end of that to bring it out another inch. And then I'll stick all the guttering and everything back on. And hopefully then, it'll catch the water instead of the water dripping at the back of it and going down the wall. As we come around the back, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but the wall's wet down here. This has still got to be took away, which I might crack on with today, to be fair, because my other job, once I've put this piece of timber onto the end of here and screwed it all on all across, put everything back, my other job then is, when it very first happened and the water was coming into the filter house, I bought 3 tubs of tanking slurry. That's still sitting in the shed. It took me a while to think about it. So what I want to do is the raised bed. I want to try and get that tanked up today. It's alright, it's like a bloody, like a battlefield up here. So at the minute you can probably just about see it. I'm going to get that all tanked up down there today. Both sides, all the way down, all the way tanked each wall. Basically it'll cause a seal inside of there. Got a bit of cleaning out and that to do. Once that's done, I can then put the blocks across without any worries about, you know, transferring water through the blocks. I've got a big hole at the minute in the wall there, but I ain't too concerned about that. All this then has got to be scraped across here today, and then tanking across here up to, I think I'm going to go up to this level, because that's the block, that's the level I'm going to go across that way. So I'll go across this way up to that level. Does it need it that high? No, not at all. Does it matter? Nah. If I don't go up to that level, I'll just go up to the blue brick, because around the back, as you can see over that side, the blue brick, the red brick's there, not the blue brick, the red brick is just above the ground level there, but that ground level's going down a foot eventually, so that'll be sort of down, sort of just a block high anyway down there. So once I've cleared out down there and done it up to the red brick around there, we're safe as houses. That's what I'm going to try and get done today, you know me. Like I said, I'm starting to wonder if I've got the art in it all, but we'll crack on. But I've got Mad Dog coming this afternoon, I believe. I don't know if anybody else is coming. Nobody tells me, they just turn up. I'm always welcome. Don't need an invite here. And that's where I am today. That's where I'm going to crack on. So I'll get some bits done and I'll snap back to you later. In a bit, Aid. Have been, yeah? Alright. It's Thursday, the 30th of November, 2023. Officially the last day of autumn. So you're probably wondering what I did Saturday, because I never pressed record on the camera again Saturday. To be quite honest, my back was in bits. And ever since Monday, I think it was Monday, I've had IBS ever since. No, I've had the shits basically. Yeah. Saturday was, even though I worked me Friday hard, it's like you'd look at it and think he's out done jack shit. But I'll be honest, I really did work hard, and I'll show you what I did. Now it is dark, but we'll see if we can get some footage. So I don't know if you'll see it. I'll tell you what, I did bring a bloody light up here with me. Look, be easier if I shone the light for you, won't it? Because my little LED solar light thing, even though it's a nice little light, it's doing the job at the minute for the phone. So you can see all that footing now, what was down here. I mean, if you remember Or if I remember right, I think I told you I was going to be doing the tanking. But before I could do the tanking, I've got to get this piece of footing out so as I could tank all around the wall here. And that footing was in the way. There was also some concrete in the way just down there, down here. So what I did, got the steel saw grinder, and I've cut the concrete nice and square across there. And then I got the concrete patch out what was here, which was the overspread off when we put the floor in, so that come out. That corner was full of concrete and bricks and other stuff, so that all had to come out. This rest of this wall, which you can see was the original pond wall, I hope you're getting this, I hope you're picking it up, that had to come out. Now that wall was up to around about that red brick, if I remember right. Yeah, it was up to, yeah, it was. So, and then I cut the edge off that brick there. That took me half the day. I had Mad Dog round, which took an hour up or so, and we was chewing the cud and having a rattle. So Mad Dog come round. Nothing got done in there, which I wanted to get the blocks laid, but that never happened either. And then, believe it or not, I set about that, and that there is probably 4 hours work just to take that edge off. I probably took the top edge off round about, let me get in here, round about 4 inches. So that's probably 3 or 4 inches. I mean, them bricks was tight up to the door pretty much. So I've got it back about 3 or 4 inches. Now for 4 hours work, me personally, I don't think it's that bad. With a small Kango and a disc cutter grinder. So I've got to get at that again the weekend. If I can get it back to say where that bag is, that white bag, or even the metal, the steel, if I can get it back to there, that's half of it out, which is always going to be good. As I already documented the level what the shed's sitting on, that gravel board there's got to come out and that's all got to be dropped. That level has then got to be dropped. I originally built that level up years ago when I skimmed the grass off, and that level's got to be dropped, that foot again. If I'm dropping all this lot, I may as well drop that as well. May as well all come down together. So yeah, how cold is it? You know what I mean? It's bitter cold, but what I have done, I've ordered a Deisel heater. I don't know if you've seen them. Andy at Derby Coy is using one, and I've ordered myself one for in here especially. Now to be fair, other than the one corner, other than down there, we had a lot of rain, granted, but it seems to be drying out. We had a few downpours, but nothing major. That wall is still wet. Still wet, that is. So the Deisel heater is to come in here. I mean, you can see there's absolutely no wet across here now. It's just at that back wall. I know I've still got to dig out at the back wall and take it back. But what I'm going to try and do is that obviously, hopefully, the weekend the Deisel heater will be here. As I said, today's Thursday. So it'll hopefully be here for the weekend, and I can get it set up, get a drop of diesel in and get it running, get it warm up in here, and we'll try and dry the walls out a bit, and then I can get the tanking slurry on, get it to a temperature what's workable. So sort of 15 degrees, and I'll tank all this round up to that red brick. That's above the outside level then, as you can see. Get it tanked up to that red brick. Then once it's tanked up, obviously bring it down onto the floor, tank the floor, because obviously I've got to sweep all this and get the Uber in here. Tank the floor, get the connector put on the pond, on the drain, get it concreted. Do I need to tank the floor? Personally, I don't think so. I was advised to tank the floor, so I thought, well, while I'm doing everything else, I may as well tank the floor, ain't I? But it's just this one edge here, and I know what that is. That's where it's at the back, where it's built up against the wall. So hopefully the tanking will stop it. I've still got to do the outside. So I've got to dig. I ain't got to that end yet, so that's one of them. If I can work now and get that concrete, oh, door shut. If I can get that concrete out the way and work round it then, that's what I shall do. So I apologise for not picking up the phone and doing a bit of a update. I want to give a quick shout out to Andy Fireblade. Yeah, I've been watching your videos. I don't know if he watches me, to be quite honest, but anyway, if you do ever watch this, I've been watching your videos on these Deisel heaters, and basically he sold it to me. He actually heats his house up. He's a brummie, and he heats his house up on one of these Deisel heaters. He put the heating on for ages, he reckons, and he just uses one of these Deisel heaters with a hole through the wall, core drill through the wall, and he uses one of them to heat it up. So I've got a plan with this Deisel heater. Andy does do it on his channel. You can see where he warms water up and everything. It's worth a try, I suppose. If not, I'll stick an air source heat pump on the pond if I ever decide to. So yeah, right, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to dig the tubs of tanking out, ready, and start cleaning up in here. I've just got back from work, so it's around about 5 o'clock now. As you can see, outside is pitch black. And that's the crap bit, eh? You go to work in the dark and you come home in the dark and it's crap. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I've got to decide now what I'm going to do with all this what I'm digging out, because I keep cutting the top of my head off. I'll probably end up having to have another grab and get it tucked away with the grab again. But it is what it is. I don't know if it's going to be this side of Christmas, because as you know, it is, you know, funds them tight. Funds them tight, even tighter still this year. So we shall see. Right, I'm babbling on and I'm pondering on the camera. You don't want to see that. Catch you later. So as you can see, nothing's happened in there at all, to be fair. Just put the lights on just to make sure everything's okay. It looks like there's a bit of water been getting out over there, but I've just took all the stuff off that side anyway. Will I regret it? Possibly. But it's off now. Sick of hearing it flapping about. Mad dog's still there, look. So like I said, it's dark when you go out, it's dark when you get in. And even though I've had the day at home this week, it all really wore in no fit state to do anything. But window's gone off, everything's gone off now, everything's solid. That ain't going nowhere. The only place that can go now is towards us. Look at the dust. It's because I've been cutting. And that's what I've done, nothing with the pond anyway, because I'm cutting off that concrete up there. And that dust is basically coming straight through the gap there into here. So once all the cutting and everything's done, I've been looking at tops as well. Once all the cutting and everything's been done, I'll look at getting in and cleaning it out. But in the meantime, it just stay with it, because I'm just going to have a layer of dust on the top if I do anyway. So I'll wait till that time it comes, when that bloody piece of concrete's took out. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's cold. It's bloody cold. Still water hanging there, look. Whew. In a bit. Won't get rid of me now, can you? So, back in darkness now, it's all done. Isn't doing okay. I'm currently at 9 degrees, and that's probably where they're going to basically stop. I might take them down another one. It's actually on fish tank heaters at the minute. I know I got it covered, and there's a reason for it. Because if you remember last year, I covered this pond and basically lost everything in it. You'll probably notice that I've already lost a few. That was my own doing. But we carry on. These fish ain't going in the main pond, by the way. None of them. These fish are staying in here. It's a shame about this one here, which is the pearl Ginrin Sankey I had off Stewie. That's stopping in here, obviously, because I've had an issue in here. A few little bits and pieces. One with the fins, one with the mouth. I've thinned out whatever's got marks on, and they've gone. So yeah, that's what I'm left with, and none of these are going in the main pond. What'll happen is that main pond ain't getting rushed. As you know, it's already getting rushed. I don't really know why I'm telling you that. But that main pond ain't getting rushed. It is what it is. Come the spring, I should probably crack on with it more. Over Christmas and the colder months, I ain't going to be too bothered on it. Although I've just been saying I'm going to get that heater in the filter house. And then what I shall do then, I shall have what I'm going to class as more decent fish in there. These are staying here. These are probably staying here. These are all going. These are fine in here. You can't really see a lot of them because it's dark. But yeah, these are all going. And then the tank's got to go. So there's a quarantine system there if anybody's interested. That'll be up for sale soon. Ready to go. Obviously got all my filters out and they are over here. You probably can't see them because they're on cam mode, you know what I mean? So you probably can't see them. Filters are all under there wrapped up, waiting for better days. As I said, everything else is hunky dory, everything else is fine. So that's where I am, guys. Now I know I put on my community channel that there's a montage of photos coming, but I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know when that's going to be, because me and technology don't really go together. I'm trying to do it on the NCH software, which I used to use before. You remember the days when I had the gimbal, when I first started out. I'm trying to do it on the NCH software. Basically what I did, whoever knows what they're doing with this, I just basically piled all the photos in and thought, oh well, when I'm in there I'll sort them out and overlay some music and stuff. Yeah, I think I might start again, if I'm perfectly honest with you. But it's time to fill the code now, so I think I'm going to head off in and leave this here for the time being. Whether I'll add any more or whether I'll add on or put onto it, I don't know. I'm going to be busy the weekend, weather permitting. And try and get some more of that concrete out at least, and get some tanking done. I can get the inside done if that heater turns on. So as long as that heater gets here, we should be okay, he says. But that remains to be seen. So I hope everybody's well. I hope everybody's good. I hope everybody's keeping warm and staying safe. The big C's about to get it. I just don't know what to make of this COVID, you know. I've always believed that it was just control. I really have. And I think it probably still is. But I'm amazed though, not so many people now are complaining, I've got the flu. I mean, that's all you used to hear. I've got the flu, blah blah blah. Dose of the flu. All you hear now is, I've got COVID. I've got COVID. You ain't got COVID. I ain't going to get into it because it gripes me. But there you go. So yeah, I think I might have a touch of COVID coming on. Not the flu, just a touch of COVID. So thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate everybody for sticking by me. And hope you're all safe and well. Catch you later. How been ya? How about the attire? Aye? How cold is he? Anybody anybody think it was winter? Back to smoking years ago. Remember that when you was kids? Remember that? I'm smoking. Right, we're up here to have a go. It's Saturday, the 2nd of December. So I'm on the run up to Christmas now. I'm going to try and have a go at this concrete again today. Try and clear some of this out again. I'm hoping, well, my aim is to get to the metal. If you can see the metal. To the metal just there. I'm hoping to get to that, so I've got to take the best part, well, 2 foot out. I did 4 inches the other day, wrong. Try and have a day of it today on the Kango. See what we can do. I was hoping my diesel filter, my diesel heater would have turned up today. If it had done, I'd have had that going in the filter house. But it looks like it's going to be Monday. But still, I can get it in the filter house, and I'll leave it running all week in there, and we can try and dry it out. So I haven't actually been in there yet this morning when I just come up the garden. Oh, I've got to get this done because it's dangerous. I nearly fell off it again. So yeah, it's a wintry day here in the West Midlands, and we've got to crack on. It's like my mum, she said, "You're mad for going out there." I said, "Where's how you going to do it, so?" Because it's just do my hair. It's just get my hair flicked over, and that's better. That's what it's how you're going to do itself, is it? So that's why I left it so long, hoping it would. This is what it is. Like I said, I ain't no rush with this, as you can tell. But it's starting to get to me now, and it's starting to drag on, so it's got to be done. We've got Christmas in between. Come the spring, that's when, well, I should definitely have fish in there for the spring, no two ways about it. Once this diesel heater comes and I can get the inside of that filter house to some sort of temperature, and then I can get the floor in, get it tanked up, get the floor in, and then the outside, now I'm below the floor level with the dirt and everything, I shouldn't have a problem with water ingress going in there. So what I mean is, obviously that concrete just there, let me just see if I can zoom in a bit. So this, like, see this concrete here where I've cut, that's actually the floor, or what was the overspill off the floor across there. Still a bit to take off across the door, but I ain't worried about that yet till I've got this lump back a bit. That's the rest of the floor, which I couldn't get the grinder in, so I've had to do with the Kango. Obviously all this was Kango'd out last week, as you know, so I'm pretty much down here, pretty much level-ish with where I need to be. If I can get the outside done, we'll get the diesel heater in, and I can get the inside done, because the diesel heater will also run when I lay the concrete as well. So that'll do me a favour with the concrete, and hope to send that off a bit better. I just need that, if I can get to sort of 10 degrees in there, I'm happy. That's all I need, 10 degrees, 10, 12 degrees. So, in between that coming and everything else, I might as well just crack on out here, ain't I? Crack on out here, have a go at this concrete again. Let's see how we get on. I think I've got a visitor coming today as well at some point. I think Kev's coming over from Coy Carberry. He don't like coming, he don't like being on the camera, so I'll keep it. I ain't going to be doing nothing with him. He said he might come over, whether he will or not, I don't know. But I'm going to get set up, I'm going to get the Kango on, start upsetting the neighbours again. This is what it is, eh? I've got to get it done. Doing it by hand takes longer out. And I'll snap back to you and catch you later in a bit, eh? Oh dear, as you can see, it comes out in bits. There is the odd decent chunk, but it's just a case of chipping away at it, and yeah, be here most of the day. I don't know if I'll get halfway, but we'll see. Catch you later. Well guys, it's now 2 o'clock on the afternoon, Saturday. I've had a bit of an errand to run. I'll show you where I am. You won't believe I've spent the whole morning on this. There you go. So, not really massive progress if I'm honest, but the Kango's decided now he's had enough. So I've got to get that in the repair shop and get it sorted out. It's just a broken cable, that's all it is. And I've just got back and the post has been. So happy days. We all know what that is, don't we? And it's A number 71. Well, it isn't number 71, but it's A71. But yeah, we know what that is. That's the diesel heater. So I've been and fetched me a tenner's worth of diesel. Couldn't get no red. I can get red, but they said it just round the corner, but I couldn't get it at the minute. So I'm going to get some diesel and we'll get that bad boy up and fire it up, and I'll document that, and then we'll call it a wrap on this one. But yeah, believe it or not, there's about 4 or 5 hours work gone into that this morning. And yeah, it's below where I've got to get down here now. It's below now, but yeah, it's taking some getting out, so I expected it. It's going to be one of them. So I'll get the diesel heater on the go and we'll have a look. We'll get that up and running in the filter house, and I'll snap back to you in a bit. Right, so there's the unit. Obviously it's come with a load of other little bits and pieces, i.e. the exhaust pipe, which gets red hot. There's a baffle for the exhaust. I would have liked the exhaust pipe a little bit longer, but I know you can buy the 2 metre lengths from Fleabay. Obviously instruction manual. We've got the exhaust pipe. Sorry about my camera skills, guys. Got the exhaust pipe there, which comes out of the outlet, and obviously you can put that wherever you want. Some other little bits and pieces, including the air intake filter and the air intake pipe. And then we've got an adjustable vent, which looks bent, but you know, it's how to use it. But yeah, there's plenty of videos of these on YouTube, guys, so obviously I don't want to bore you with the facts and stuff. Oh, there's a piece of wire down there as well. They do run off 12 volts. I've got a 12 volt LED driver, which I'll run the lights and everything off, so that can run this. And obviously diesel. Now I've been watching a few videos on them and people eating their houses off a unit like this, and one thing and another. So I thought, well, just to get to go in here, we'll see how we get on. Like I said, could do with drying that wall out. Not as it's too bad at the minute, but let's see how it goes. And again, if I can get the temperature up in here, I might even start tanking in here today. Start getting the tanking on if we can get the temperature up, because this can run. I've just been and fetched the tenner's worth of diesel. I can get some more diesel, or even kerosene if I can find a supplier, Monday. So it's an issue. So how are you going to bore you with the facts? How are you going to bore you with the details? I'll get it all set up and we'll see it running. Catch you in a bit. Okay, so there's diesel in. It's switched on. Now I know these take a couple of minutes to warm themselves up, and one thing and another. I've put on the power supply there on the wall, and the wires just come down. I've got the exhaust. Sounds like the pump's kicking in. Just sticking through the wall there. Now that noise you can hear is constant when the heater's on. That's the only bugbear with them. Constant tapping. So up here it's going to bother me, just at the top of my garden. And once the door and everything's shut, nobody's going to hear it. So it's just kicking in. First thoughts on packaging, unboxing. You've probably heard of the phrase cheap Chinese shit. And you're looking at it. It's very, very, what can I say? Very substandard, if that's the right word. As I said, it's just kicking in now. I've put a drop of diesel in. just kicking in. I've had to take all the case, even the clips. When you take the clips off on the side, these metal clips here, they just fall apart. That's just blowing cold air at the minute. I'm a bit concerned on the diesel pump, because the pump's supposed to be at 45 degrees from what I can gather, but it's straight. It's in the back and it's just up straight, so we'll see what happens. Obviously I would imagine that pump's probably just trying to get diesel through. There's the display. It's on setting number 3. Still blowing cold. So I'll give 10 minutes or so and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, as far as build quality is, I suppose you get what you pay for. Now I paid 92 quid for this. Chinese. High up. Tapping stopped. Motor's dropping down. Okay, this is where now, as a bloke, I'll probably need to get onto the instruction manual and find out what the crack is. Oh, he's trying. Still blowing cold. I'll snap back to you. Let's have a look, see what's going on. I'll snap back to you. But as I said, there's plenty of videos on these on YouTube. I'll get back to you when I know it's working. Hopefully it shouldn't be too long. Catch you in a bit. Right then, so we're running. It's feel warm air. As you can hear, that tapping still going, which it will constantly. That's the pump. That there. Now this gets red hot. That gets red hot. Now you could warm water with that. If you put a coil in a bucket, send it through that bucket, you can warm water with that. You know what I'm thinking, don't you? Let's get this wire out of the way, because this is the wire what runs my lights, and I've disconnected the lights at the moment. Just put another switch on them and that'll be alright. As you can see, again, nothing's happened up here. But now I can smell the newness burning out of the system now. Oh, there's definitely a heat difference in here. The unit says 3 degrees or 0.3 degrees in the corner. Nice and narrow. It's on setting number 5. So I'm going to give it 10 minutes and we'll see what sort of temperature we get up to. What I'll do is I'll go and grab a thermometer. I don't think there's one in here. Should have really done that from the start, but I don't think it's got above freezing all day, so we'll see how we get on. Catch you in a bit. Okay, so I've just been and fetched the thermometer at the pond, at the sleeper pond now. Obviously that's at the moment, that's sort of reading sort of 4 degrees. I'm waiting for that to drop because the sleeper pond's on 8 at the minute, so obviously that's dropped a couple of 3 degrees while I've had it out, so I'm just waiting for that to drop down to temperature. Tell you what, give it a blow. Yeah, this is what it is. What we'll do, we'll hang it up in here. I'll hang it up over the back of the heater. You can actually feel how warm it is in here now. I'm getting proper toasty. So, got the thermometer hanging up over there out the way. Obviously got the exhaust going outside, and we've got it going in here now. I can still see my breath in here. Obviously I've only just shut the door. It's saying 4 degrees on the display now. I don't know if you can see it on here, but also these things, yeah, like I said, cheap Chinese shit. That's basically you get what you pay for. Get a remote though, you know what I mean? Get a remote, have a bit of that, me old Chinaman. So you can turn it down, turn it up, oh, we're buzzing. small mines and all that, you know. So I think the hoist is number 6. It's now saying 16 degrees on the display. Say 16 degrees in here, I wouldn't have thought yet. It's getting warm now. Certainly feel the temperature rising. Holy moly, I feel my temperature rising. Yeah, less of that. But yeah, there you go. There you go. Like I said, it's here for a reason. The reason is, hopefully we can get the tank in on the wall with these cold temperatures. So like I said, it's going to cost next to nothing. There's a place around the corner who sells red diesel. I think it's about £1 a litre. And that, from what I can gather, these run on around about 2.5 litres a day. So for £2.50, I don't mind eating this up. You know what I mean? And getting this dried out. Like I said, I've paid attention to the roof. The only place is going to be on the wall, the back of me, where all the stuff's piled up against it. That's something now I can pay attention to now I'm digging out on this concrete outside. So yeah, all in all, happy days. Right, I'm going to leave it here. Get yourself over to Westcroft Coy, have a look, see what he's up to as well. Mad Dog's Pond, he's busy. Also Pete's busy as well. I don't know if he's documented anything yet. And tonight he's coped his big light switch on, which I don't know if I can get to. Hopefully I'll try and get over to him, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to take my jacket off in a minute. But yeah, that's it from me, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your company, and I'll catch you later in a bit, days.